Hello, my gorgeous money alchemists. Hopefully we are on live. I'm just going to check to see if we are. There's usually a delay, but if you're on with me live, come and jump on. Welcome, welcome, welcome to this week's Money Alchemy class. So I hope everyone is well and you're all having a wonderful week. In the UK, the shops, sorry, not the shops, but the the shops and the restaurants opened this week. I personally haven't gone out to them. I'm waiting for the rush, but yes. So to any of you who have shops or retail, or you're in hospitality, good luck to you this week. So hello to everybody who is jumping on. Come and say hi. Let me know where you're based. I'm very happy to be here this week. I must apologize. I haven't been live for a couple of weeks. Last week I had a week off, and the week before I had to take my dad for radiotherapy treatment, and I had to take him almost every single day for 2 weeks. And sometimes I'd get home, and then after 10-15 minutes, I'd get a call from him to ask me to come and pick him up. And then other days, I'd be waiting around not waiting around because I was working, but I'd wait a couple of hours for him to call me back. So I really didn't get much work done. I had to keep going out, and it was taking me 30 minutes to get back into the flow of what I was doing before the call. So it was really hard to focus on anything else. So I didn't go live the week before last. And of course, I was off last week. So hello, if you've joined me live, come and say hi, drop us a comment in the post. I'd like to say a personal hello to everyone. To everybody in the group. This is an amazing group. I know there's lots of groups on Facebook these days, especially now that Facebook are prioritizing groups in the news feeds. So thank you for being part of this group. So we're really close to reaching 1,000 members. Yay! So if you've joined the group recently, a special thank you to you, and a special welcome. If you haven't already introduced yourself, go into the welcome post that was posted out a couple of days ago and tell us all about you. You know, we want to hear from you, so tell us all about yourself. So also because we are reaching almost 1,000 members of this group, I'm going to be running a giveaway soon. So keep inviting your friends, or friends who are in business, invite them into this group. And if you're on live or watching the replay, tell me where you are now, what you're up to while you're watching this. Let me know if you're in your office or cooking dinner. Maybe you've got your feet up already. So if you are new to the group, I do go live every Tuesday at 5 p.m. to deliver this Money Alchemy class, except for the weeks that I'm hosting a webinar. But actually this month, I'm not actually hosting a webinar this month because I'm working on content for a 5-day challenge. So I was hoping to run this challenge this month, but unfortunately I've had to push it back to May now. So pretty excited about that, because it's going to be my topics: money mindset, money habits, money blocks, and pricing strategies. So also, if you'd like to watch any of the previous classes, they're located in the guides under the Facebook banner. You'll see the guides there. So if this is the first time you've joined me, I'm Jenny McCabe, and I'm the go-to money breakthrough coach for women who want to charge what they're worth and regain their work-life balance. And I do this by helping them let go of anxiety and perfectionism, so that they can stop undercharging and confidently raise their fees. And because money can be really emotional, especially when you don't have it or don't have enough of it, I focus on changing how women think and feel about money, so that they can heal their relationship with money and upgrade their money mindset. And as someone who's been in business for more than 15 years, I spent most of my business life undervaluing myself. So I'm now really passionate about helping other women with this in the same situation to build successful businesses. So I'm the host of Work-Life Balance Secrets Facebook group and the owner of Jenny McCabe Coaching, and I offer one-to-one coaching and group coaching. And my group coaching program is the Money Alchemy Academy, which is a 90-day group program, specifically designed to help women overcome their money blocks and also identify limiting beliefs. Oh, I'm back. Sorry, my internet is so dodgy at the moment. I have called BT up today, so sorry about that. So if you've lost me, come back. I'm live again. So yes, so what was I saying? So if you are interested in working with me, just drop me a message or book a virtual cuppa with me. So also, I really want to make sure that you guys are getting value from these live classes. So if there is a particular topic that you'd like covered or something that you're struggling with, then please, please, please reach out to me and let me know what your challenges are, and I can deliver a training based around that topic. Also, I do love having guests on this live. So if you do want to come on as a guest, please let me know. So today we are talking about 5 things that you need to let go of to avoid burnout. So like I said earlier, I've been in business many years and I've undercharged for most of those years. And because I was undercharging and then having to work every hour God sends, and having to take on a lot of clients as well, I was constantly reaching burnout, and I'd end up ill for like a couple of weeks. So if you've experienced that, let me know in the chat. And actually, this was actually worse for me when my son was little, when he was still in primary school, and I had an estate and letting agency business. Because every time he picked up a virus from school, because I was a single parent, which is hard enough already, and then running a business on top of that, and which was just about breaking even, I was constantly tired. So, my immune system was down, was low all the time, and whatever Ethan got, whatever he picked up from school, I would then get, and I would get it twice as bad as him, and again it would set me back a couple of weeks every single time, and I rarely took time off. So I never had enough energy, because I was never really recharging my battery. Even when I was on holiday, I was working. So it made running the business quite difficult. Any time I started gaining momentum, which was because I was putting in 1 million hours instead of looking after myself, I'd just keep pushing and pushing until I burnt out, and then set myself back, and then it became this cycle of self-sabotage, and it was a struggle, and I was pushing abundance away, particularly because I grew up with the belief that you have to work hard to be successful. And this cycle was just perpetuating that belief. So now I'm so much better at looking after myself and taking time out. And I listen to my body now. But there's also other things that you can do to avoid burnout. So let's jump in. So number 1 is let go of trying to do everything yourself. So when you're starting out and learning the business, it's really natural that you end up wearing all the hats. Not only do you deliver your service, you're also the salesperson, the marketing department, the admin, and the accountant. So you might have taught yourself how to put a website together, and maybe even set up the tech and all that kind of thing. So you're just doing everything. It's time consuming, it's exhausting, and it's a struggle. But at the end of the day, not everything is worth that struggle. So you need to start to learn how to value your time, because your time is really valuable and you should be spending it doing it what you're good at. For example, if you are charging your clients £100 or maybe £200 an hour, don't spend all your time doing the £10 an hour tasks, because these things can easily be outsourced to a virtual assistant, for example. And in the time that you set aside doing the admin, so if you set aside a few hours a week doing the admin, if you outsource that to a VA, you could take on another 3 or 4 clients yourself. So start by looking at your weaknesses and how much time you spend completing those tasks, and then you can start outsourcing these things to someone else. Someone else who's good at it, who's better at it than you. So, for example, I've got a client who isn't great with social media, so she outsources to a social media virtual assistant. Another area that you can outsource is your bookkeeping. So most of us business owners, we don't like to deal with the financial admin. We'd much rather work on things that we're good at, or maybe prefer to spend time on marketing, or obviously spend time with your clients. And let's face it, setting up your accounting on Xero or whatever package you use can be pretty laborious. So, you should be tracking your income anyway. You should be tracking your money coming in anyway. And also be aware of what your expenses are. But, leave the balancing of the books maybe to an expert, to a bookkeeper, because they'll get it done in half the time you'll get it done, and it probably won't cost you as much as you think it will. They are going to be much quicker at it than you are. Also, if you find chasing clients to pay for their invoices, if you find that icky or uncomfortable, which is completely understandable, you've built a really good relationship with your clients. So, you don't want to have those money conversations. Let outsource this, the chasing of invoices, to your bookkeeper as well, and she can have those money conversations. She's impartial, she's a third person, so it's not going to feel so icky. So who here enjoys cleaning? So if you are working on your business all week and then spending the whole weekend cleaning, and not getting quality time with your family, or even getting quality time for yourself, get a cleaner to clean the house instead. Quality time with your family, or quality time for yourself, is so important, and it's worth paying somebody else to clean your house for you. So whatever it is, don't use the lack of money as an excuse to not outsourcing these things, because they will pay off in the long run, because it's going to allow you to spend time on the things that you're good at and the things that you love, and with the people that you love as well. So if you continue doing everything in your business, you're going to end up working all the hours that God sends, miss out on family life and risk burnout. And then you're not going to be the best version of yourself for your family, or even for your clients. And you might possibly end up resenting your business as well. So, these things can hold you back, and sometimes you do need to take a leap of faith, so that you can move forward with your business, and this can allow money to flow to you. So it doesn't need to be a struggle. So number 2, let go of the fear of being judged. So whether you realize it or not, you're already being judged. You're already being judged. So, accept that being judged, though, has nothing to do with you. It's not something you can control. So you may as well just accept that you're being judged for whatever you do in your business. It's just part of being a business, and it doesn't have anything to do with you. So what you need to do is just not give it any power. Let go of caring about it, because if you don't, you'll never go live, or you'll never post that blog. So this leads me to the next point. So let go of perfectionism. So if you are waiting for your product or your program to be perfect before you launch it, you're leaving money on the table. Waiting for something to be perfect before you launch it is costing you money. There are certain professions that absolutely do need to be perfect, need to have perfectionism, such as a surgeon, brain surgeon, or an architect. But for most businesses, a high level of perfectionism isn't really necessary. Who here is waiting for the perfect weight to have professional photos taken, to have your headshot taken? Don't wait to be that perfect weight. Get the photos done now. You can always get new photos taken later on when you've lost the weight. So, perfectionism, it will hold you back, and it manifests itself as later on as procrastination, and it stops you from finishing your projects or launching new products or new services. And, perfectionism does keep you, will keep you small, because, and you're not doing yourself or your clients any favors. You're actually doing them a disservice by not launching your products or services, or by not going live because you need to be the perfect weight. At the end of the day, you can't know the success rate of a project if you've never finished it or if you've never launched it. And you can't, improve something if you've never launched it. So just take that imperfect action. You're much, much better off launching something without it being fancy, without all the bells and whistles, and make improvements to it along the way. I know for some of you, this will probably bring up fears about being judged, but like I said in the previous point, you need to learn to let that go. Because most people, they're not going to notice the difference between done and perfect anyway. And holding off till everything is perfect is just going to delay the success of your business. So number 4 is let go of undercharging clients. Let go of undercharging clients and then over-delivering, because this is a classic combination. Lots of women in business, they struggle with what to charge for their products or services. But mainly this is because they're uncomfortable about talking about money. And they even start apologizing for their fees, and then out of guilt, feel compelled to over-deliver to the point where it ends up that they haven't made enough money. And then they end up still feeling guilty about it. So if that's you, let me know. Put an emoji in the chat. Because at the end of the day, it's okay to say no to some people. And it's okay for some people to think that you're expensive. Like I said, you're going to be judged, so you may as well let go of it. And at the end of the day, they're probably not your ideal client anyway. And they probably don't even understand the level of service that you provide. And also, if people don't understand the value in investing in themselves or their business, they're probably not committed to their business anyway. So it's okay for those to think that you're too expensive, because they can find somebody else. They can find somebody else who's more matched to their budget. And even if you are starting out, avoid the temptation to undercut your own value. Excuse me. I finished my water. So don't excuse me. Don't be tempted to discount your prices. Let's see if there's anything left in here. Sorry about that. Yeah, so don't be tempted to discount your pricing. Maybe run time limited introduction specials, or have offer a savings instead. So lastly, the last thing, number 5, last thing to let go of is let go of blame. So I'm sure most of you have heard of the law of attraction. Now, the law of attraction, it doesn't work on its own. There are other universal laws at play. So the universal law of cause and effect is a law that states that you'll receive in life what you are an energetic match to. So what you put out into the universe via your actions, and also your decisions, that will create the results that you get. So you'll always reap what you sow. So what you give, you receive. So in other words, for every effect, there is a definite cause. Likewise, for every cause, there is a definite effect. So your thoughts, behaviors, and your actions, they all create specific effects that manifest and create your life as you know it. And if you're not happy with the effects that you've created, then you've got to change. You've got to change the causes that created them in the first place. And you can't blame other people for your situation, because you do have the power. You have the power to create your dream life by taking responsibility for your actions. So here's how this manifests financially. So you might have a dream. I think we all have dreams, but you might have a dream that you want to buy an island and you want to live on it. And you've been specific, you've created a vision board, and on that vision board, you've got the type of island that you want to live on, and you have the type of house that you're going to build and you're going to live in, and you've added all these other things on your vision board to help inspire you. So meanwhile, though, you are constantly complaining that you don't have any money and you can't afford to even go out for a night out at the cinema. So, so what are the chances of you actually achieving that dream life if you're always complaining that you've got no money? It's not going to happen, because there's a huge disconnect between what you're doing now every single day and what you need to do to get your dream island, your dream house on this dream island. Because in reality, if you are repeating the same actions by charging the same fees and running your business in exactly the same way as you did yesterday or the month before or last year, you're going to be in the same situation. You're going to be reaching the end of the month and wishing you had enough money left over to get to the cinema. So you need to take responsibility for your actions and understand that whatever you send out into the universe is what you'll get. So, when you're working towards manifesting your dream business, it's really essential to understand that everything you do will have a directly related effect. So when you act towards your goals in a positive way by taking action to raise your fees or outsource your admin or outsource your bookkeeping, etc., you're going to start experiencing positive results. So if you create an adverse action, so a negative action, which is continually struggling to make ends meet and running your business in exactly the same way, you experience a negative effect. So if you were to take action towards your goals every single day, even if it's a small one, you are inevitably going to get closer to your end goal. You know, it's not physically or scientifically possible for you to stay in the same place. And if you have a big goal, you need to take massive action so that you can quantum leap your business. In any case, no matter what your action is, it will create an equal effect. So it doesn't matter whether they are positive or negative actions, they're always going to produce corresponding effects. So it's about having the awareness and making a conscious decision to take care of how you act. So, you know, at the end of the day, you're either good at making money or blaming other people and making excuses, but you can't actually do both. So that concludes today's class. I don't know if this was recorded. I don't know if it's going live out. I'm just speaking. But if you are here and you enjoyed it, let me know what your takeaways are from today. Drop me a comment. Drop me a comment in the post, in the comments, in the post below, and tell me what you're going to let go of today. So if you're watching the replay, which probably if this hasn't recorded, you are all going to be watching it on replay. If you have any questions, again, drop them in the comments. I do read the comments, and you know, I'll answer your questions. So if you want support and accountability as well to create a more profitable and sustainable business, be sure to comment below or drop me a message, DM me, and let me know if you'd like to have a virtual cuppa. So thank you so much for being here today. I'm going to be back next week on Tuesday. I think that's the 20th. Yes, 13th today. Yeah. So the 20th of April at 5 p.m. So hope to see you soon.